The title, the narratives around black culture, truth versus propaganda, man. It's a lot going on, you know, and a lot of considerations we simply refuse to make while failing. And I just don't quite understand it. And I think the narratives, right? Narrative is almost one of those words that allows people to dismiss facts, information, a dialogue that needs to be had, and etc. You know, I'm almost looking at it like narratives are almost seen as like propaganda in a way, but I'm still mining through it as I think about it, you know. And people, we always talk about painting narratives, right? So people will make a situation out of nothing seemingly, or take the facts, skew them to make it fit what they want it to look like, you know. And I wonder if we use the narrative term to scapegoat what may actually be truth, you know what I mean? Kid Red, what up? Baker Man, what up? Haitian, salute. Salute to 100 people in the building, man. Let's get it popping, man. Once again, like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Have y'all seen this with Snoop? Now, this film, is funny that he brings up the fact that he went to go see Buzz Lightyear. We covered this several years ago. He was on this podcast talking about his experience watching Buzz Lightyear when he went to the movie theater with his grandson. Now, Buzz Lightyear is what? 5 years old, I think. Right? 5 years old, I believe, the Buzz Lightyear film. And I guess he was asked, he never been asked about it, right? So he was asked about it on the It's Given podcast. And this is what he had to say.
Show that at this age, like, these are kids that we have to show that at this age, like,
that part.
They're going to ask questions.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg's latest comments are raising eyebrows. After taking one of his grandchildren to see the Disney film Lightyear, the rapper recalls during an episode of the It's Giving podcast being shocked to see an LGBTQ plus couple represented on the big screen.
So we watching it, and the lady, which is Kiki's mama, they move on into the space years, they move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie, like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, I didn't come in for this. Just came to watch a goddamn movie. So it's like, I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of that I don't have an answer for.
What'd you tell him?
Watch the movie. It's just popcorn.
Shh. You said we don't know. We don't know.
It threw me for a loop. I'm like, what part of the movie was this? These are kids that we have to show that at this age, like,
that part.
They're going to ask questions.
Yeah.
E! News has reached out to Snoop's reps for further comment, but has not yet heard back. Lightyear's representation of a same-sex couple caused quite a bit of controversy at the time of its release, with countries like Saudi Arabia banning it altogether. At one point, the scene was even cut from the film per Variety, before it was later added back following former CEO Bob Chapek's apology for the company's silence surrounding Florida's Don't Say Gay bill. He wrote in a March 2022 email to employees, "Speaking to you, reading your messages, and meeting with you have helped me better understand how painful our silence was. You needed me to be a stronger ally in the fight for equal rights, and I let you down. I am sorry."
So Snoop facing backlash for saying you put a monkey wrench in us trying to enjoy something because kids don't have understanding. He didn't even speak out against it. He's saying when you put things in front of children, right, that don't line up with biology, kids get confused. Parents don't have a great answer because this is not the time, place, setting, or age range for them to start building this understanding about things that really, frankly, don't make sense, right? The stork thing is not true. Rainbow Kid, what up? He didn't even say what he should have said. Right? This bullshit. I remember one time, this is a while ago, we on Benton in Minnesota at the Safeway. Dude come in there dressed like a girl. My daughter say, "That's a boy, right, Daddy?" I say, "Yes." And he in earshot. And he looking crazy, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what you want me to tell her? You want me to confuse her and ruin her life for you? Ain't no way. Snoop played it cool. He at least agreed that he didn't have an answer, and he was just as confounded. So that's what he's saying. But I don't know how somehow they saying they trying to cancel Snoop. He didn't even say what he should have said. And what pain is the CEO talking about? He should have not apologized for causing pain. He should have apologized for not pandering at first. Because that's all that really means. Sorry, I didn't pander to your feelings as though everybody gotta accept this shit or feel how you feel about it. So let me pander to the 10 people out of the million people I got working for me. The weakness we see where people are willing to skew or perverse their message, right? When that's not how they intrinsically feel, is a huge issue. If somebody is a part of the LGBTQ, I would hope that them, as especially the men, even though I don't know, at least somebody telling you the truth. A panderer is the most dangerous man to a woman. And then we look at this shit and they want Snoop to say what they want him to say. Yo, motherfuckers gotta stop bowing and acquiescing to bullshit. We don't take nothing serious, bro. This shit is serious that he ain't even say shit. Trying to cancel Snoop for being confused like his grandson was. Because 2 women can't have kids. That's what he should have said. But he didn't even say that. My niggas try to get you up out of here for anything. Luckily, the media is now more free as opposed to what it was where you had to go to those news stations so you can do things like YouTube and speak up for yourself. Snoop could get money anywhere, right? So this is much more. Now, this is probably propaganda more than anything that Snoop got canceled. You can't cancel Snoop. He said he ain't fucking with Trump. Then he performed at his inauguration. Snoop still Snoop. Niggas try to call Snoop a snitch back in the day. He beat the trial. Snoop still Snoop. He went from Snoop lying to Snoop, and he's still Snoop. But they just put this shit in front of us, right? And then we got to tiptoe around whomever for whatever reason they make up in their head at that given time. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, man. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. The Young Thug shit.
Hey, Chicks Move. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing.
The Chicks Move. If you really want to stay up on at literally anything that's happening, subscribe to Chicks Move. I don't know if he got 1 million people screen recording for him, but this dude don't miss nothing.
I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Hey man, somebody tell Young Thugger he might gotta go do gospel. ATL, you guys might have a rat problem. Maybe. Possibly. Now, after spending the last couple of months calling Gunna a rat, trying to make people turn on him, karma has officially spun the block, and now Thugger is being held to the fire. Back in 2015, Young Thug did a 2-hour podcast with the cops while he was being interrogated about the Lil Wayne tour bus shooting. Now, let me just put this out there. This audio is not new. This audio actually surfaced 2 years ago. And even though it was never actually used in court, a lot of people are now calling out Young Thug for mentioning Pee Wee Roscoe's name.
This motherfucker Wayne from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. This nigga was in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the fuck? That was so weird. This nigga fucking, man, I shot at this nigga tour bus. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck did. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. Say knowing Roscoe, man, that man fucking screwed. That fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro? But I don't fucking know, because every day niggas broke a fucking ball. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Now, obviously, if you're a fan of Thugger, you're going to refuse to believe he was actually doing any telling. But if you're not a fan, or if you're neutral, you're going to say, well, anytime you mention somebody's name to the cops.
So he's snitching? He said snitching? He said, I think Roscoe, right? And so apparently he in the street, YSL and all this other shit. And I was having a thought about this shit. The fact that I even give a fuck that he snitched or not is the problem. The fact that I even give a fuck that he a street nigga snitching on other street niggas that been snitching on street niggas, have always snitched on street niggas that don't uphold a bullshit credence or agreement of street niggas that get killed and ratted on and murdered and live and cell in prison and penitentiary with other street niggas and sit next to other street niggas that been snitching. The fact that I even give a fuck, the fact that I even ask y'all, is he snitching or not, is stupid. Nobody don't care about this shit. Gunna shit still went crazy. This song stayed in the club for a year. Stayed in the club for a year after he came home. You got a rat telling on a rat who gonna rat on somebody else. All of our favorite gangsters told on somebody. Who's your favorite character in Paid in Full? Motherfuckers been telling. What I care about, two rappers faking gangster telling on each other. The fact that we even having a conversation around the fact that this motherfucking untold to somebody. Who cares what you think gonna happen? We already seen it. We already seen it with Frankie. We already seen it with Frank Lucas. We already seen it with Alpu Martinez. How you think these motherfuckers has ended up in prison? You seen Judas the Black Messiah. This regular shit. Now I give a fuck about niggas who got a little bit of money that's sicking niggas with no money on other niggas. And then when they go down for it with the Rico, they making sure that they don't go down for real. So they telling on niggas who don't got as much money or clout. It's my fault. It ain't Young Thug fault. Look. This is what he came out with.
Hey, this is stoner music, man. Stoner. I'm stoner.
He should have just put because that's what we gonna do. You've seen First 48, right? First 48 been popping for 20 years. Niggas been telling. We don't give a fuck. Let's just keep it tall. We try to separate R. Kelly from take advantage of little girls because we love his music. We don't give a fuck. Let's stop acting like we caring that niggas, gangster niggas telling on gangster niggas like we ain't been seeing that shit. Come on, man. We're gonna make an exception. Who cares? Lil Woody is popular as shit because he told and didn't tell and then was talking shit to the judge and an attorney. He been on every show that you can imagine. I don't care. and I'm saying it, but let me bring my mans up.
People asking my opinion on the recent allegations of Young Thug snitching. But honestly, see what I've learned? Street politics is the least of my concern. Am I worried about YSL? Nah, I'm worried why the price of groceries so high. I'm just saying, can one of you young thugs get a knife and slap down inflation? Since we talking about telling, can you tell me who taking these missing kids in Virginia? Facts, cause bro, I'm less concerned about rats, more concerned with the rabbit hole, like them hiding Epstein lists. Ridiculous Dr. Umar voice. You don't find that suspicious? Worrying about who snitched in they footage. Meanwhile, grandma's getting killed by straight bullets. I care less who rat on who. Since we telling, let's tell how the former murder capital, DC, thriving all of a sudden. Just went 2 weeks, no shootings, robberies, or nothing. There's no talks to this. It's like we more concerned with informants than being informative. I don't care what Gunna or Thug did. When we gonna wanna be productive? So people asking my opinion on Young Thug snitching, just talking for clout. Man, we got more important to be worrying about.
He rapping like that, Leon, so he can convey the message, right? He actually changed his cadence up because he realized that people who don't listen to hip hop are more so looking for like just to understand what he's saying, you know? So he got a beat behind it, but it's much more like a spoken word, you know? So it's like catering to two crowds at once. But I think I want y'all to hear what he was saying though. Who really cares about this shit? Right? They cleaning up the streets too fast in DC. Then we don't want niggas to tell. Then niggas is feeling safe. We confusing. I don't give a fuck about Young Thug and who he told on, or who they finally told us he told on. They got bodies, they got robberies, murders, drugs. He come home with 20 years of probation. Let me tell you how real it is. If you ever been subject to the system and you hear a nigga get 20 years of probation, we immediately like, yo, he ain't gonna make it. He wilding for taking that much probation. They gonna come get you. That's a ploy, right? Because it's about the mindset. If his mindset don't change, he fucked, he cooked. So how you think he got that? Gunna came home, Woody came home, Thugger came home. We just waiting on the information for Young Thug to do what we knew he did already. Don't give a fuck about them niggas telling on each other. One, already knew, and two, we've seen it since time immemorial. But we trying to figure out if he a snitch or not. So
we're also learning more information about the suspected gunman. As you also see this, a post from Brooke Taylor here saying sources confirmed to Fox the Minneapolis shooter has been identified as a 23-year-old Robin Westman. According to court docs, at 17 years old, Robert Westman formerly had his legal name changed to Robin because docs state the minor child identifies as female and wants her name to reflect the identification. The application for the name change of a minor was filed by the mother, and a court granted the request in 2020. And we're getting new images right now of that Robin Westman obtained by Fox here on Live and Now from Fox as we're learning more information about this. The police chief in Minnesota, Brian O'Hara, said there was a manifesto potentially on YouTube. They are looking into that. Investigators are trying to dive into that. There is no motive at this point. At the last update, they did say they obtained several warrants to look into some of the residences of this individual. We also heard from our Fox 9 team that this individual's, Robin Westman's mother, may have worked at this Catholic school in recent years. So obviously a lot of potential connections there. So new information coming in about this after this tragic shooting earlier on today. 2 young kids killed, 17 others injured. Of course, those 2 victims that were fatally wounded, we do not know the identities of those 2 kids, but you can only imagine what the family, that community is going through tonight as they're dealing with this loss just in the first week of school as they were attending a mass when those guns rang out, those shots rang out there. All right, I'm Andy Mack. You're on Live Now from Fox. Let's slide away for a quick 2-minute break. Of course, we'll have all of those vigils, the somber moments. We're expecting to hear from the Archbishop of the... All right, welcome back in here to Live Now.
Let me tell you something, right? I don't believe in free will. So I think people who gay born like that, right? The key is they got to fight those inclinations, right? We all got vices that we got to deal with. People would argue that's probably way more difficult than stop eating a thing or stop wearing a certain type of clothing. So Peru classified transgender identities as mental health problems in May 2024 law, although this was later clarified and walked back by the Ministry of Health in June 2024 after strong criticism. Indonesia's psychiatric body also stated in 2016 that transgender people could be categorized as having a mental disorder.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's a dark day in Minneapolis after this senseless shooting at a Catholic school that had children sitting in pews going to mass during their first week of school. And we're learning more information right now about this tragedy that unfolded earlier on this morning as Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara said the shooter, armed with a rifle, shotgun, and pistol, approached the side of the church and shot through the windows toward the children sitting in the pews there at Annunciation Catholic School. And for the first time, our Fox 9 team, Nathan O'Neill, gathering some of these 911 calls to the dispatch there as this all went down around 8:30 local time.
Minneapolis has a possible active shooter, 509 West 54th Street, Minneapolis.
The first calls came in around 8:30 in the morning.
All units, you are heading to Minneapolis, mutual aid, on a shooting.
An active shooter in South Minneapolis at the Annunciation Church and School.
We first received a page that we were going to have a mass casualty incident at 8:46
a.m. First responders from all over the region rushing to the scene.
Main troopers arriving. We just need medical. Bring all the guys that you have.
Dispatch audio reveals the scope of the emergency response and the casualties after police say the shooter opened fire through a church window.
We've got at least 4 criticals in the inside, the rest outside of the church, a couple DOAs, but at least 20 other patients.
2 young children, ages 8 and 10, were killed where they sat in the pews.
We have 2 gunshot wounds, 2 patients with gunshot wounds to their head in front. There's also a critical patient in the rear of the church.
Authorities say at least 17 victims were injured, most of them children.
Transporting one 10-year-old male, red trauma, gunshot wound to the head. Minneapolis Children's. He is third vitally stable, possibly was just raised.
You're dealing with gunshot wound injuries from apparently a high-velocity weapon.
And within minutes of arriving on scene,
We believe he took his own life in the parking lot.
emergency medical teams confirming that the lone shooter was dead.
One suspect with a gunshot wound to the head. The rifle and shotgun, he's down right now.
Marking an end to the violent attack in South Minneapolis. For the Fox 9 investigators, Nathan O'Neill.
Here's the thing. Shout out to Dr. G's super chat, right? This transgender shit to me right here is inconsequential, right? These white boys been doing this shit. Now he dressed like a girl. It's a white dude dressed like a girl. Right, we've seen this. Las Vegas, Buffalo, bombing the church that got shot up and they brought him to Burger King. What's the big one? Columbine, Sandy Hook. So now he dressed like a girl. But the truth is, it's a white who's a coward, picking on kids, shooting up kids. Him and his family deserve to be locked up, shot, and dead too. They can't fool me because he got a dress on. Now he a transgender. That's a grown-ass white man. From Columbine to Sandy Hook to Minneapolis. Now we gotta create a whole nother, it's a trend. What are you talking about? That's a dude dressed like a girl. And then I hate even putting the mental illness shit on it because people dealing with real problems, real mental disorders, right? Shaz shared an intimate story with me about something that really impacted me, about how people could be one way one day and totally different the next because of shit that's really happening. The troops that really seen shit. You seen Tarus come up here and say, yo, I had to get on these medications or else. People that's really going through it. Now this white dude dressed like a girl, so now we got to give him extra consideration. No, my G, y'all been doing that. This dude who shot the people in the Dollar Tree in Florida, y'all been doing this shit. Those are white males. Don't got shit to do with a woman. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? It just, even like with the victim shit, right? About like different like rape or molest. Yo, when people be doing these fake ass call outs, now the real victims get glossed over. The real victims get questioned. We can't see the real victims. Same thing with this shit. It's white men doing white men shit. We get it. Drive by niggas shooting up a school, fucking the dog and kids. White men. They changed the definition of mass shooting. We get it. Niggas. Own that shit. Don't transgender shit is a cop out for what we already been seeing for the last 50 years. Wow. Like and subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. So I wanted y'all to see what happened, right? What happened before we get the commentary of the aftermath. All right. So I wanted y'all to see what happened kind of blindly if you haven't seen it. So that was an interaction. Taylor Townsend and the white girl name is Jelena Ostapenko. They've played several times before and she beat her twice already. So let me play the actual press conference, right, of what Miss Taylor said, after that transaction.
And you're upset about that, saying I have no education. You lost, and you're upset about that, saying I have no education and no class. I don't really take that personally because I know that it's so far from the truth.
Tennis stars Taylor Townsend and Jelena Ostapenko are speaking out on that tense exchange after their U.S. Open match on August 27th. Despite the pair initially shaking hands, camera footage shows them in what appears to be an argument on the court after Jelena reportedly told Taylor she should apologize for a shot that clipped the top of the net, but stayed in play, referred to as a net cord. Following the heated discussion, Taylor was captured walking over to the stands and hyping up the crowd as she celebrates her win. Following the spat, the number 1 ranked doubles player spoke to reporters at the post-match press conference and revealed if there was any previous history between her and Jelena.
No, there's never been any history. I mean, I don't know how she feels about me, but there's no, beef on my side. She told me that I have no education, no class, and to see what happens if we play each other outside of the U.S. And I said, I'm excited, bring it. I'm never been the one to back down from anything like that.
She then explained where she thinks the confrontation came from.
I chalked that up to competition. I chalk it up to, being upset, and, she pulled out all the stops to try and break the momentum. And, sometimes people do that, but it is what it is. Still is no beef. But again, like you guys saw, I didn't back down because you're not going to insult me, especially after I carried myself a certain type of way with nothing but respect. And if I show respect to you, I expect respect as well. And that's just the fact of the matter. And I think that that's tennis, right? No matter what's going on, it's me versus you. But at the end of the day, we have to respect each other and respect what happens out on the court. It's competition. So, it was unfortunate, but, it's something I could put on my TikTok.
During the post-match conference, Taylor claimed Elena told her she had, quote, no class and no education, and answered a reporter's question about whether she thought there were racial undertones to those comments.
So I can't speak on how she felt about it. That's something that you're going to have to ask her. I didn't take it in that way. But also, that has been a stigma in our community of, being non-educated and all the things when it's the furthest thing from the truth. And the thing that I'm the most proud of is that I let my racket talk. Because ultimately, I'm the one here sitting in front of you guys, moving on to the next round, getting the next check, moving on, being able to still be here and speak to you guys. And that's what's the most important. She's packed up and she's gone. I'm here.
Following the match, Elena went on social media to share her side of the story, writing in part that she thought Taylor was, quote, disrespectful for not saying sorry after being helped by a net cord during a point. Quote, there are some rules in tennis which most of the players follow, and it was the first time that this happened to me on tour. If she plays in her homeland, it doesn't mean that she can behave and do whatever she wants. She also addressed accusations that race played a role in her remarks, writing on Instagram, quote, I was never racist in my life and I respect all nations of people in the world. For me, it doesn't matter where you come from. There are some rules in tennis, and unfortunately, when the crowd is with you, you can't use it in a disrespectful way to your opponent.
It's crazy. She mad about the cheering. She mad about the support that Taylor got. She mad that she is American. She mad that she is a Black American. You could hear all that shit. You could hear every single thing. She mentioned home country, the no education, no class. Where did she get that from? What gave her that understanding or that notion? What else could you be looking at other than how she looks? And that's what I've been trying to tell y'all. Everybody always talking about we try to make it a race thing. No, it's always there. It always exists. It's always prevalent. It always matters. People always lean on it. People always see it. So not only this is race, and then it's nationality, right? People don't like Americans. Not with the we loud, right? We got money. We don't give a fuck. We got guns. We'll beat you up. We got the most people in prison. Let's not get it twisted. But every single time, and I'm going to keep saying, we got freedom of speech, right, Trey? Let's keep it tall. They know when they see her. She got wild fans in the crowd, and you know how we fan. And I'm talking about Americans, nigga. We be how our fans be. It's lit. Black, white, don't matter. You see the white boys flipping cars and burning cars down, right? We throw parties. When somebody die in New Orleans, they throw a parade. It go up. So now they in the hooting and hollering. Listen, bro, it's lit. But I don't want to mistake none of it. It's a nationality thing. It's a skin color thing, because I don't understand why you say no class, no education. We know what she doing. I respect people. What are you talking about? And I just want y'all to see a little bit more of the actual interaction. Hold on. Right? Just in terms of when they were engaging with each other.
I can only speak on how I handled the situation. And how I handled it is someone who's upset. about the outcome that occurred. You lost, and you're upset about that. Saying I have no education and no class. I don't really take that personally because I know that it's
Look at the white girl disposition.
so far from the truth. The thing that I'm the most proud of is that I let my racket talk, because ultimately I'm the one here sitting in front of you guys, moving on to the next round, getting the next check, moving on, being able to still be here and speak to you guys. And that's what's the most important. She's packed up and she's gone. I can't speak on what her intentions were. I can only speak on how I handled the situation. And
you seen a white boy, you seen a white girl. That's how they be acting. That finger pointing, nigga, I wish you would, nigga, this. That's because that's what she want to say. Next check. Top doubles tennis player in the world. She getting popping. She beat her several other times. There was another interview that she had. She said, well, I beat you in Canada. I wasn't in my own country. But then she was kind of in her emotion. She said, I beat you in New York, not in my own country. I'm like, oh, you Taylor, you bugging. But she was excited. You know what I'm saying? Right? But yeah, yo, real this thing, right? She's a child. Yeah, no, put her in the bathroom. That's what happened.
Put him in the fucking bathroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Who's everybody coming in the building? Yeah. So now, right? This is the truth. What we looking at here, this is what we see, right? We know that that's what that is. That ain't propaganda. We ain't trying to make it racial. We know what that is. We can identify that lesser than shit. And then she checkmated herself by saying, no class and no education. You know how you see her. You know how you look at her. Thanks for telling us. And we know you don't like Americans. Not true. I ain't say nothing about that. Not true. I'm saying this is exactly what it is. You heard? This is exactly what it is in this clip, good brother. I'm just calling it out. And we try to always differentiate. No, everybody feels like this. Everybody is racist. And that's fine, right? Racist is somehow the only word that doesn't have the correct denotation. Right? So if I say pianist, a pianist has an affinity for the piano, right? They take a liking to, they appreciate, they love the piano over other instruments, right? Hence pianist. A gymnast doesn't dislike the gym, right? They have an affinity for the gym. They prefer the gym. And then when we take the denotation of racist, right? There's an affinity for your people. And somehow we acting like that's regular shit. That's regular shit. I ain't even about y'all niggas. I'm saying my people, you heard? Right? And I'm saying the denotation, the connotation is what we always speak about, right? That's kind of like the sentiment around it. The denotation is the actual meaning when you put the two words together. Only reason we care about the Eastern Europe is because of taking. Because of how you said good luck. Other than that, we give a fuck. But we know how they feel about Americans. And then we know how she stereotypes Black Americans. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, man. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Yo, so look at this, right? Now, this is where I need y'all help in assessing propaganda, reality, the truth, because this is what always happens. We'll get a video and say, see, this video is a microcosm into the macro picture. This video shows the behavior of most of these people. Let me show you a video of Black women twerking, because all Black women twerk. And here's just an example. Let me show you a video of a shootout in Philadelphia, because all Black men be shooting out, killing, robbing, stealing, gorilla, right? So is that true? Can I show you one video to make my point? Can I show you one big back woman who got all these demands in the world and she looked like a bearilla? Does that prove the point? If it's 500,000 Black people in jail altogether, women included, does that prove the point to make Black people criminals? How does this work? How does this work? Or is it a narrative? Right? If I show you 7 videos, am I on to something? Let's assess this. We talking about Black fatigue and all that. I just argue that's how you been felt. That's how you feel. Black fatigue is a scapegoat. Can I prove it with 5 videos? Or does it prove the opposite? How does the narrative work? Take this walk with me.
Take your black ass out of here if you get fucked up. Don't come cussing my door, motherfucker. Fuck you and your phone. Get your fucking ass beat, motherfucker.
Get off my property
Get the fuck out of here. Record that shit. Come back again, I'll fucking hang your ass.
Now.
Good. I hope you show your employers. Show your employers, because this is what your employees do.
You dumb fucking nigger. It says no soliciting. Get your black ass the fuck out of here. You come back again, we'll hang you.
Don't go over his house either.
You don't want nothing. It says no soliciting. Get your black ass out of here. Get fucked up.
He's recording
Fuck
us.
you.
That's right. Record me.
Cool, take your black ass out of here,
You're
motherfucker.
fucking soliciting the wrong
Take
person.
your black ass out of here if you get fucked up. Don't come cussing my door, motherfucker. Fuck you and your phone. Get your fucking ass beat, motherfucker.
Get off my property
Get the
now.
fuck out of here. Record that shit. Come back again, I'll fucking hang your ass.
Now.
Good. I hope you show your employers. Show your employers, because this is what your employees do.
You dumb fucking nigger. It says no soliciting. Get your black ass the fuck out of here. You come back again, we'll hang you.
Don't go over his house either.
You don't want nothing. It says no soliciting. Get your black ass out of here. Get fucked.
What'd he do, y'all? What'd he do? What'd he do? He walked. Right, he's actually the project manager for the neighborhood. Now, don't get me wrong. He probably trying to sell or upsell or whatever the case is, right? But he literally walked to the door. The wife came to the door first. They have a no soliciting sign, right? But any salesperson knows if you ever done sales, you got to walk past that sign. It doesn't matter. And that's the thing. You can tell who did certain type of work. You know how many no soliciting signs I walk right past? Because you still got a job to do. And oftentimes that sign is a deterrent for the people who get deterred by it. Right. And so now he's in the neighborhood. He didn't even really get a chance. I look for it, Tony. I was trying to look. Right. Now, yeah, so they were saying he's a project manager, but I just know how that looks like, having done this job before. Right. He's in the neighborhood knocking on the doors, right? Whether it's to convey a message or to sell something. I just wonder what solicits or merits that response, other than they already feel that way about that man. And if you in the chat arguing about there was a no soliciting sign up, you got bigger problems. You being willfully obtuse. Well, there was a no soliciting sign. Come on, my nigga. Come on, my G. Right? It doesn't warrant that. I'm gonna hang you. And so he walking away, right? And there's another video, but I don't have it up. It's all right. And he just got that look on his face. But that shit hurt his feelings though. And he think he's being a bigger person, right? He's at work, he being a bigger man. That paycheck, boy. What would you do for a Klondike bar, boy? I'm telling you, man. Money will make a motherfucker docile quick, boy. I'ma hang you. Get your black ass out of here. Nigga this, nigga that. Then he started talking to the phone, knowing that people were watching or were gonna see it. He bring his black ass back here. I'ma hang his ass. Now he talking to other people. That's how much he don't give a fuck. Trey, he was on the sidewalk. Great point. What do I say? What do I say now? What's the narrative? What do we want to paint? This how white people act? This how white people actually feel? Do I then couple this with the fact that that lady raised $1 million after she called that little white boy a nigger? Okay. Let's see. Narratives, man. Narratives, right? Is it the truth though? Or is it indeed somebody trying to skew the truth? Because we don't care enough about anything, right? We let a whole lot of shit slide from each other and from everything around us. Let me show y'all this. Lifeguard charged with murder and shootings of 2 teens at Douglas Park. So you see, can y'all see my mouse? Yeah. So you see, dude, right here, there's like a dude fixing a bike. There's kids around. These kids are young. Look what happens. You tell me why this happens and where it comes from. What is the energy? Look, he's on a knee in his bag, Bike flipped over. There's a kid here. These are kids. These are the two kids that are dead in the picture. It makes sense. You can't even register it, right? What's the point? Exactly. What conjures that type of response? Other than that's what you wanted to do. You put yourself in that position. Look at the kids. He didn't leave. He in the middle of what? For you can't even make sense of it. Except for this part, right? This is the narrative, propaganda, or is it the truth? People say, oh, the kids are dangerous. The YNs is out here wilding. They don't care about nothing. They'll kill you in a heartbeat, right? The kid probably had a gun at the pool, right? All of that now, this motherfucker think he justified. Think that's how it's supposed to go. All the kids are dangerous. Is it the truth? Is it propaganda? Propaganda? Damn. Is it a narrative? I don't know. Them two kids dead though. As a fucking doorknob. White people feel like this? Okay. Maybe 2 videos. It might not be enough, right? It might not be enough.
Her and her 2 sons.
You hear now?
His Airbnb was right next door.
With aggravated burglary, serving a 3-15-year sentence in state penitentiary.
Reynolds, who faces a felony.
Can I hear it? All right. Let me restart it. So, NYPD officer who broke inside black family's home so he can murder them receives 2 weeks in jail and keeps his job.
Around 2:30 in the morning, he's accused of breaking into Halliburton's home and using a racial slur toward her and her 2 sons. His Airbnb was right next door.
With aggravated burglary, serving a 3-15-year sentence in state penitentiary.
Reynolds, who faces a felony aggravated burglary and 3 9th around 2:30 in the morning, he's accused of breaking into Halliburton's home and using a racial slur toward her and her 2 sons. His Airbnb was right next door.
With aggravated burglary, serving a 3-15-year sentence in state penitentiary.
Reynolds, who faces a felony aggravated burglary and 3 9th around 2:30 in the morning, he's accused of breaking into Halliburton's home.
Hi there, I'm Gilma Avalos, and this is News 4 Now for Thursday, January the 2nd. First up, the weather. It's going to stay dry tonight, but grab that umbrella tomorrow. We are looking at showers in the morning and highs in the 40s. Now the news. An NYPD officer who admitted to a drunken and racist tirade has left the force. Michael Reynolds pleaded no contest to kicking in the door of a black woman's home and threatening her family. He also used a racial slur. It happened last year after a bachelor party, and the whole thing was caught on a neighbor's surveillance camera. Reynolds was actually supposed to report to NYPD headquarters today to face disciplinary action for the whole thing, but he opted to quit instead. A Rikers Island correction officer is facing murder charges after a deadly family argument. Police say Cardell Gatson gunned down his uncle on the sidewalk near Central Park yesterday.
Be sure shit rolling.
To join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. Only one day is possible. In the home of an African-American family has resigned from the force. Calls for his firing. Of course, yeah, he's white, have grown since he was sentenced December 6th in the rampage at the Nashville home in 2018. Online petition drew 12,000 signatures. Now, Reynolds pleaded no contest to charges of aggravated criminal trespassing and assault. He broke into the home near the Airbnb where he was staying, yelling racist slurs and threats at Conise Halliburton and her 4 sons. Halliburton's youngest sons were reportedly 8 and 11 at the time. Guys, he was only sentenced to 15 days in jail and 3 years of probation. This is the call here. Go ahead and play it. 15 days. Yeah, he should have lost his damn job and hopefully does not get a pension. All right, folks, back to our Roll Back Unfiltered video in just one moment. All right, folks, as the marijuana momentum continues, the folks at marijuanastock.org have already reached more than half of their funding goal.
I don't know what y'all think. The fucking nigger, right, came out his mouth. Right? Fucking nigger came out his mouth, right? He drunk. They having a bachelor party, I guess, next door. He kicked down the door. He get mad at the kids and the lady. If you try to shoot me, I'll break your fucking neck, you fucking nigger, right? What's the reasoning? Why did he say all that? He justified? Y'all calling that fatigue, I guess? What's the narrative? This how all white people feel? This how most white people feel? What did they do? Is it true? Is it propaganda? We're trying to figure it out. Like, how do you make a narrative? How do we show videos? Does this prove a point? Is this one-off behavior? Is this black fatigued? In the middle of the night, 3 a.m., he drunk, he kicking the wrong door because he see one of the little boys. Fucking nigger this, fucking nigger that. They not outside in the street robbing a Walmart or a Marshall's. Uh-oh. He just at work, y'all. Black dude at work.
You came on to put shoes on and shorts not to say. Come on, bitch. Bitch. You're a fucking punk ass fucking spear chucker and got no balls. Do something. Come on. You came on to put shoes on and shorts not to say. Come on, bitch. Bitch. You're a fucking punk ass fucking spear chucker and got no balls. Do something. Come on, swing. Come on. What's up? Watch out, Clint. You're a fucking nigger. Waiting on you. You look like you just smoked some dope. Go ahead. Waiting on you. Come on, what's up? You're really scared. Scared? I wouldn't be in the street, nigger. Right, come on. I wouldn't be in the street. I'm waiting for you to make a mistake so I can bounce you. Come on. You don't have to wait on me. Come on. I'm at work. Step on that property, see what happens. Put one step on it. I'm not putting a step on your property. You know better, boy. They're already on the way, man. I'm just trying to keep you here. Okay, cool. Go ahead. Keep you here. You know what? You ain't got no balls. Really? That's right. Right here in front of your face. Go ahead. And I'm at work. Make a move. Do something. Y'all see this shit, bro? Do something. Skinny ass fucking crackhead. That's all you are. Come on.
Mind you, he using every single racial slur, every single racial epithet or stereotype, right? I don't know what happened. The dude is at work. Look like he got one of the Amazon jackets off. He dropping packages. Who knows what the gentleman took exception with, right? They both committed to getting this popping, right? The black dude think, if I swing first, I'm instantly in trouble. He's like, all you got to do is do something, right? White dude outside, nigger this, nigger that. You don't got no balls, skinny crackhead. What he fatigued about?
Do something. Do something. Here, I'm in your face. Come on. Here I am. Right here. Oh, yeah. That's a shot. Come on. Come on. This is not happening. Yes. Yes. Come on.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available, with 22 kilograms of baggage included. Book now with Jet2 holidays. Package holiday.
You know, and I get it. Yo, you at work, run, right? Let them call you a nigger, this, and the third. Your job is more important. I get it. I know what niggas are saying. I know what those people are saying, right? You let a paycheck turn you into a coward. But what do we say? That dude fatigued because the dude out here doing his job. He at work. He come all out in the street on a porch, nigger this, crackhead that. I don't know. I guess it's just a one-off, right? Right. It's just a narrative. It didn't take me that long to put this together. 5 videos. People who start to pit black people against black people with their comments instantly. Start to talk about the behavior of black people instantly. It was like clockwork. It was like clockwork. Put that together, y'all could see it. Is it the truth though? Is it a narrative?